For me, the person that left a lasting impression on my life and was so influential was my former pastor, Solomon Lewis Drake. He was born in 1930 and was born and raised during the Great Depression. He went to play in the major leagues baseball for a couple years, he and his brother, and then went to sell insurance for Prudential. And he was the first African American on the west of the Mississippi to sell insurance for Prudential. And while he was there, there were many white colleagues that resigned because they refused to work with someone of color. But he persevered, had many recognitions during his career there, and then transitioned to being a minister and a pastor.
It really is my grandma. Like, she came from Shreveport, Louisiana, 19 years old, got a job at McDonnell Douglas, which is now Boeing, but she took such pride like in her job. It was like, I build airplanes, you know, that's what I do. Like, that's what she would always say.
The person who has inspired me the most is former President Barack Obama. It's not about his policy while he was in office. It's not about the fact that he served 2 terms. It's the fact that that man was able to achieve the highest office in this country. That let me know that I have no excuse as to how far I can go in society.
I'm a big fan of Bob Marley. Being an island guy myself, I like his philosophy on life, and I try to live my life kind of like that, you know? You live for everybody, not just yourself, not just one person. You live for everybody that's around you.
When I think of trailblazers, I think of Dorothy Sampson. Dorothy Sampson has inspired me in my career. She was a gardener caretaker at the Watts Senior Center. She ran their award-winning rose garden. She single-handedly planted over 700 roses in the city of Watts. She would come out and meticulously, cater to each and every rose. I recently learned that the city of LA recognized her and renamed the rose garden in her name.
Really enjoy Michelle Obama and her role that she's played in our culture here in America. Don't give up, keep becoming more and not just get to one spot and stop. And also remember that we are also multiple things. We can be a wife, we can be a mother, we can be an engineer, we can be a good co-worker, we can, not that we can have it all, but we can, we can do our best to fulfill those different things and never give up trying to advance yourself.
Fortunately for me, the city of Los Angeles has been a very progressive hirer of diverse populations, and I had a lot of role models throughout my career to look up to. I know some people, when I became chief financial officer at the port, assumed that I was the first black woman to hold such a position in the city, but I actually wasn't. I was the third. And for me, that was such a luxury to not carry that burden. And I think women like Phyllis Curry and Molly Campbell, who were both chief financial officers at DWP and here at the Harbor Department, who led the way for me to have the position that I have right now.